Welcome to the channel Unlocking Potential. My name is JM, and I did 81 months in federal prison for drug trafficking and gun charges. I decided to publish a book and start the channel Unlocking Potential to help other people looking to change their lives and become successful. During my time in prison, I realized two things. One, I did not want to come back. And two, I needed a plan. This is not your normal prison YouTube channel. This is a channel dedicated to helping formerly incarcerated individuals restart, reshape, and regain control over their lives by learning the mindset and entrepreneurial skills needed to overcome adversity and become successful. I recently published the book, Unlocking Potential, The Journey from Prison to Prosperity, and it was designed to assist people with their reentry process. I have taken more than 20 years of experience and research to develop these step-by-step guide for anyone looking to unlock their own potential. Before prison, I was a small business owner, multiple contracts, had my first cash value life insurance policy, owned my first investment property, and I was constantly developing multiple businesses and exploring entrepreneurship. That's when I crashed, and I crashed hard. As a kid, I was always a street guy. I had always bought and sold drugs, but when I turned 18, I had been told on twice, and I decided to get my life together. Everything was going good until I bought my first investment property. I was also running a lucrative government contract at the time and launched a property preservation company and had multiple contracts fixing foreclosures. This was my first major failure as an entrepreneur. That's when everything bad that could happen did happen. And it all started with an emergency surgery on my dog. That led to me getting a deferment on my mortgage, and that deferment was voided by the bank by doing what I call forced foreclosure tactics. I was spiraling down fast. I had payroll to cover and was already behind. I had personal expenses. My girlfriend at the time was pregnant, and I was desperately trying to stay afloat. And I did what I always did when I was younger and resorted back to what I had known as a kid, and that was the life of crime, hustling to make a quick buck. That led me down a dark road of despair. Desperation will cause a person to become unfocused, and I ended up trafficking drugs and getting told on by an informant. This led me to being picked up by the federal government, and that resulted in me being sentenced to 84 months in federal BOP. I'm telling you some of my background because I want you to understand I've been where you are. During my first month locked up, I thought it was all over. I'd be getting 20 years and my life was over, but most of all, I'd miss watching my son grow up. And after the smoke settled, I ended up with 84 months. This was my light at the end of the tunnel. And I dove in reading anything and everything I could find to help me learn and absorb as much information as possible. I started to incorporate fitness into my routine, and I combined all that with previous experience in entrepreneurship and really developed the mindset I needed to create goals, plans, and overcome all obstacles and come home to get my life together. These success strategies and principles that I explain in this book can be applied to just about anybody looking to restart their lives and become successful. This information is broken down into 4 easy-to-read parts, and each part will work together in unison to create your foundation for success. This channel will also be dedicated to providing valuable information and knowledge that can be used by just about anybody to help them along their own entrepreneurial and investment journey, regardless where they are at right now. I'll teach you how to manifest wealth and how to combine it all together so you're able to create the reality you always wanted. I take this serious. I want to help others never go back down the road of recidivism again. There is no freedom unless you have financial freedom. And that only comes from reshaping your mindset and creating the best version of yourself possible and offering that person to the world. It comes from creating opportunities and learning the key principles all successful wealthy people use to accomplish their goals and achieve their dreams. It takes discipline, dedication, and consistency in wanting more out of life. It's your gas in your vehicle that you're able to drive towards your own success and wealth. I did 81 months in federal prison, and I was able to come home and within a year and a half be able to accomplish so much in such a short period of time. I was able to come home and reconnect with the right people, reclaim my health, and incorporate fitness into my life, giving me the strength, energy, and mental clarity I needed to push forward. I secured employment immediately and landed into a leadership position within a very short period of time. I got promotion after promotion at one of the largest insurance companies in the world, securing a steady income while reconstructing myself financially. I was then able to reestablish myself and propel my credit into almost the 800s while stacking 9 lines of credit in 1 year and learning techniques to leverage that credit to obtain the things I needed to accomplish my goals. I've become an avid crypto investor. My portfolio went from 5 figures in the first year, and now it's on way to be a 6+ figure portfolio by the end of this year, and I'll teach you how to do the same thing. I am now preparing to acquire assets like real estate, using my credit investment capital to attain these assets, then leveraging those assets to obtain additional funding and creating cash flow while increasing my net worth. I even became an author and published a book, and now plan to assist as many people as possible to reshape their thinking, sharpen their mind, and help them achieve their own goals. I was able to become a pillar of inspiration and hope, and someone my family and friends were proud of, and accomplish those goals, and they finally overshadowed my past. You can't know success until you know failure. It's yin and yang. It's black and white. Prison was my lowest point. It was my biggest failure. Yet it was also my biggest lesson, and probably even the failure I needed to flick the switch on in my brain. I took a negative situation and turned it into something extremely positive. And if I can do all this, so can you, if you're ready to unlock your own potential. Down below is a link to purchase a copy of my book. Unlocking Potential is more than a book, it's a way of life. If you want to learn more about these principles and manifest your own dreams and bring them into reality, then support this channel by hitting the subscribe button, turning the notifications on, and liking and sharing this video to others you think will find value out of it. There will also be a link to my website below. And then you could purchase the ebook yourself and even get a paperback copy that will be out soon, along with other books from me. Stay tuned for more content like this, and you can reach out to me directly on social media and or on my websites. Remember, are you ready to unlock your potential?